Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to look and see what you want to hear versus reality. Pick a card tarot readings make it so easy to fill our minds with stuff that we want to hear, and then we start believing that that's reality, and that can be, I mean, at worst, dangerous. At best, just pointless. You could be living your life and moving on to find a true connection that you want to be in. I am using these cards today. I used to have major beef with readers that use these cards. So many tarot readers use these in this community because you do get more specific information. However, I encourage you to use some critical thinking and realize that if the reader that you're watching has filled these cards with only good, sweet, and sappy shit, that's the only thing that's going to be able to come out. Now, theoretically, maybe they're doing this because they just want to attract people that are in these actual love connections, but that's so hard for me to swallow because spoon feeding somebody something that they want to hear is a great way to get thousands of views and a lot of money. I have highly negative shit written on these cards. My channel is not for the faint at heart. It's not for somebody who wants to sit and revel in their illusions. I caught myself doing it a few times where I would sort of dictate the type of reading and energy that I would allow into the video, and to me that just diminishes all integrity you have as a reader. And when you do something that's not rooted in science, integrity is literally the only thing that you have. I've never crossed a personal line where I feel like I've been completely shady, but I've been tempted, and I think that that's a real problem, and I'm not doing that anymore. And I feel like the best place to start is to give you the option to see how easily this happens. Now, for some of you, the reality is going to be that they love you and that it's just a separation that needs to happen. But some of you need to wake up and smell the narcissist. And I say that with so much love, not to scare you or frighten you or ruin your dreams or break your heart, but so that you can do better and move on and find somebody that's actually going to treat you in the way that you think that this person would treat you if you were together. So with all of that being said, don't have much of an intro. All my stuff is going to be down below if you want a private reading. But without further ado, let's get started. I just want to clarify, there are not 8 piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And at this point, I'm not going to tell you which one is what you want to hear versus reality, just because I want your intuition to latch on to the right thing and not pick just what you want to hear. Because what you want to hear might be different than what's in reality. Shit, I think I just gave whatever. If you want to do yourself a favor, pick from your intuition, clear it out. Don't try to pick for what you want to hear versus what reality is. Just pick the group that your intuition is telling you to pick, and I'll see you in your group. Again, both of these are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Group number 1, this is what you want to hear. So I'm going to look at the cards first and then the ones that I've made. We have Guardian of the Soul Family in reverse, the spaces between the words, 5 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon in reverse, and unexpected visitors. So what you guys are wanting to hear is that there's going to be a turnaround, okay? Whereas you guys have had some fights and some struggles with this Wheel of Fortune here, you're hoping that there's going to be this huge turnaround and this person's going to pop back up into your life unexpectedly, okay? If that's not you, go pick another number, or maybe this isn't the video for you. We also have, there's things about me you don't know and I feel like I can't tell you, which lines up with the Moon. You're hoping there's a reason behind this separation. There's a reason behind why they don't open up to you. There's a reason behind, you know, the back and forth, toxic shit. You're hoping and wishing and praying that there is a reason behind that, because in your mind, if there's a reason behind that, then it's something that can be fixed and it's something that can be worked on. All right. You've got to let me go. I want so badly to surrender to this love. So bad. When you are away, my heart longs for you and your love. When you are in my arms, I feel relaxed and don't want to let you go. I love you. So this is what you're hoping your person feels about you. I feel like this note is popping in, this you've got to let me go. It's almost like you have in your mind that you guys are like star-crossed lovers. Maybe you are. We're going to look and see the reality of things. But it's like you feel like the only thing getting in the way of your relationship is this big thing that you don't know about. Now, it's possible that there is no big thing that you don't know about. Again, we're going to see. But you're hoping that when this person sorts out what this problem is, what this thing is, then you guys are going to be together and you're going to be this happy family. And that there's not going to be this huge separation, these bouts of separation that you guys go through. So let's really quickly take a look at the reality of things. And I will say that this stack is much, much bigger. We have coming to life, cleaning house in reverse, 8 of cups, 4 of swords, justice in reverse, 3 to 1. I do feel like, especially with guardians of the soul family, that there is a child involved. Distant shores. Okay. And then for the cards that I've written on, we have your actions do not match your words. I'm scared my anger and rage will come out against you. You can't imagine how much it sucks not to have you in my life. So does this person want to be with you? Yeah, I would say that they do. I feel like I'm going to have to get a little bit more in order to fully tell you what reality is. I'm not seeing here that they're hiding anything from you. With 8 of cups, in fact, it seems more like they are going to be moving on, okay? And the reason why they have to do that is because they can't have you in their life while they're doing this healing. You're stopping them, and the fact that they know that you're there, or the fact that you are there, is stopping them from reaching true progress. Like, I hate to say it, but it seems like this person is going to have to completely hit rock bottom in order for them to clean their act up, okay? We also have justice in reverse. So at this point, there's nothing in this connection that can be done. This person is scared of themselves. Maybe that's what you are picking up on. Maybe they are hiding a piece of them, a part of them that they're hiding from you, but thank fucking God if this is what it is. If they're worried that in a moment of anger, they're going to haul off and smack you across the face, then why in the literal fuck are you sitting around wishing and hoping and praying? I get that you wish and you hope and you pray that this person can overcome that and be with you, and then you can be with this idealized version of them that you have, but that's not who they are, and they know it. And you're probably the kind of person that wouldn't put up with this anyway. Imagine if this person came to you and was like, I want to be with you, and then hauled off and hit you across the face, especially if you have children, if you have a child involved. That's not who you are, and this person knows it. So that's what this person is hiding from you. Do they love you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's the true sense and definition of the word love, but they do want you in their life. And I feel like to a certain degree, they're upset that you aren't putting up with it, or that they know that, because I'm getting more that like they admire you for that. Like they know that you're not going to put up with their shit. So it's like they don't even want you to know that about them. They don't want you to know that they've ever put their hands on somebody, or that they're capable of that. Like they want to be so far away from you because you see the light in them. And I will say that they like that. Like they don't want that part to go away. They don't want to see you in a negative light, or they don't want you to see them in a negative light. They like the version of them that you've created in your head, but they can't be that. Like they can't make that come to life right now. Maybe one day, and maybe that's why you have to be completely done, so that they realize like I can only be with this person that I want to be with if I completely change myself. And by then you may be over it. Again, this is who this person is. Do you see their light? And is the light of somebody the true them? Absolutely. But this person has shit that they have to work through, and they're not gonna bring that to you. Your actions don't match your words. I kind of need some clarification on that. We also have distant shores, by the way. So I feel like you feel so far away from this person. And the reason why you feel so far away from this person is because you don't know this person. This person isn't showing you who they are in this physical world. We can talk about 4D and 5D telepathic shit all day long. But at the end of the day, if they're presenting in this humanly body the version of themselves that's angry and that rages out when they get upset, and they don't want you to know that, of course they're going to be distant. They don't want you to see who they can really be. And I don't want to say who they can really be, because they can really be this love and light version of themselves, but that takes so much shadow work and so much therapy and so much will to change, and this person just doesn't have it in them right now, and they're not going to until they go through something that you aren't meant to sit with them through. That's why you're separated right now, because you're meant to have your own life far away, distantly from the shit show that is what this person presents on earth. I'm going to try and clarify your actions don't match your words just to see what comes out. I mean, this just could be a note. Okay, we did have 2 of Cups in reverse come out. Two of Cups is a soulmate card, but in reverse, sometimes that can mean that it's too centered around physical activity. It could also just mean that, like, yeah, maybe you're connected, but like you're not meant to be right now. Five of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, that's out in the cold. Okay. And 10 of Pentacles. I still don't understand what this is saying. So let me pull one of these that I've written out. Why is it saying this? I'm protecting you from myself. You can't make this shit up. Please don't prove me right. You need to leave this person alone, okay? This person has an idea that you're going to keep coming back into their lives and they're going to let you because they do want you around, but they know what's going to happen. They know they can't control themselves. And, you know, you don't know what's happened in their past relationships. Maybe they know that they act like this when they get upset and they don't want to do that to you. So, yeah, that's probably real love. You know what I mean? So, yes, you're picking up on the fact that this person loves you, but that does not mean that you need to be with this person. They know what they're capable of that you don't see because you see their light. And they love that about you. And they want to keep that as the image that you have of them. So let them love this person from afar and understand that what you see is not who they're capable of being right now. Give yourself some peace and go find somebody that doesn't have to protect you from themselves. And I know that that is so serious. I still don't fully understand what your actions don't match your words means. Maybe it's the universe telling you that about them. Okay, like your actions, like the fact that you could get physical with somebody doesn't match all the sweet shit that you say and all the deep things that we talk about. And that's because, okay, that's what that is. Of course you don't know that about them. They don't want you to know that about them, but they do know that that's who they are at the end of the day, or are capable of being, until they figure their shit out. So that is all that I have for you. Please don't push it. This person is begging you. Please don't prove me right. Like, please don't prove me right that I could do this to you. They are trying so hard to separate. I think they want to be this version that you see in them. But for whatever reason, I mean, we could probably do a whole background reading, but that'd take forever. And it's irrelevant at this point. Because you just need to know that they would let you come back. If you keep scrapping your way in, like, they're going to let you. And they're so scared that they're going to make a mistake with you that they don't want to make. So let them be. You can check in on their energy in a couple months, you know, through a tarot reading and see kind of where they're at in their progress. But let that be you loving them from afar. Don't keep knocking on this person's door, or they're gonna let you in and they don't have control over themselves yet. So that's all for real this time. We're dealing raw truths, okay? But I do hope that I will see you in the next one. And hopefully I'll be reading for you on a new connection. Okay, bye. Group number 2, what do you want to hear? We have Ride the Wave, Temperance in reverse, Judgment, Woman of Light, Towering Magnificence. Okay. For what I wrote down, we have What Are We Supposed to Do? I Love All of You, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have a lot of skeletons in my closet. Okay. I'm going to go ahead with this pile and look at reality, because I feel like this might be... I feel like you might have a good grip on the situation and that you're not really after what you want to hear, more so what you're supposed to do. So let me just check out the reality of things. Okay, we have Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse, Intention, Sensual Awakening, the Breaking. Okay, this is the reality. I'm afraid of looking stupid. What if it doesn't work? I love you. I love that you let me get away with doing the bare minimum. Ooh. And we have Easy. Okay. This person, I feel like you don't necessarily watch tarot readings to get a good dose of what you want to hear. I don't feel like you're gluttonous about wanting this information that soothes your soul, hearing certain things from this person. I think you're honestly in it for the truth. And you honestly want to know this person's intentions. And the intention here is... this person kind of takes you out of your power with this Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like you have so much to give, but if you keep messing with this person, eventually your cup is going to be empty. Maybe it's empty now, and that's why you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Then we have Ten of Cups in reverse, and Intention in reverse. You're a fun time for this person. I feel like they, you know, kind of like hanging out with you or whatever. but they're never actually gonna make the moves unless you make them to change, okay? I always say, I feel like the energy in most situations when a card comes out reversed is there. The potential of it to be upright is there. It's just a matter of what you need to be aware of. A Two of Wands is kind of like taking the passive path and taking the active path, where, you know, there's one wand bolted to the wall, and then I think he's holding one. I can't exactly remember, but essentially what this is saying is happening to life or letting life happen to you. And this person's not going to change their ways unless you show that you're not going to put up with that. This person is scared of looking stupid, not scared of opening up to love, scared of looking stupid, scared of putting their heart on the line just for it to, you know, end up not working and you guys having to break up. We also have sensual awakenings. There's a lot of spicy relations. I'm not going to get into that completely in this video, but at the end of the day, I love that you let me get away with doing the bare minimum. You don't make them put effort in. And then we have easy. They do love you, but they don't have to do anything. You don't make them do anything. And I feel like probably on your side, you're thinking like, nobody should have to like earn my love. Like, if I'm going to love somebody, I'm just going to love them. However, biologically, men don't work that way. Like, biologically, I feel like they need to put in effort. I mean, like, they are, for thousands of years, been the hunters, been the chasers. And it's like, this person can love you and sit on their ass, and like, you just don't make them put forth any real effort, which means they're never going to change. You know, they're never gonna ask you to marry them. They're never gonna ask you to move in with them. Wherever you're at, they're not gonna take the next step for like many, many years unless you show that you're not gonna put up with that. So that is kind of where, you know, it's left off at. They love you, but they're afraid if they put their whole heart and soul into it, that they're going to end up looking stupid. So really the only thing you can do with this person is start to distance yourself and be like, look, I need A, B, and C, or I'm out. And don't feel selfish about that. Obviously, you're not happy with the way things are, or you wouldn't be here asking this. So state your needs. It's not selfish to have needs or wants in a relationship. What the fuck is the point in being with somebody that it's not like a reciprocal thing? Like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel selfish for having needs and wants in a relationship. Why would you have a relationship if you're not both? It's a thing. You can't have that thing without that reciprocation. So that's all that I have for you guys. Pretty cut and dry. They're just sitting on their ass, not making the next move because you're easy. You're easy to please, or you accept the bare minimum, thinking that they're, like, you probably applaud the bare minimum, and they know that they're doing the bare minimum. So change that up. And I really feel like, you know, it'll lead to better things. For some of you, you're going to break up when you assert your needs, but those are your needs. Those are your wants. Like, if they're not being met, why would you want to sit in that shit? Because you love them, I know, but think of that, like a lifetime of that. So that's all that I have for you guys. I do hope that I'll see you in the next one, and I appreciate you allowing me to read for you today. Group number 3, what do you want to hear? Okay, we have goblins, the Empress in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the Communal Dance in reverse, Shocking in reverse, I Need You. Anytime I look into your eyes, I see a brighter tomorrow, and I wish you would admit it. You want them to admit how they feel about you. Now, we'll see how they feel about you in this next group. You're hoping that they feel the same way that you do. Like, it's this, oh, it takes my breath away, it sweeps me off my feet type of love. And you're hoping that the thing getting in the way of all of this is something that doesn't have anything to do with you. Goblins, you're hoping that it's like their inner demons and, you know, it can be explained away. However, I think that might be foolish. We'll see. I'm going to see what reality has to tell us, because we do have the Fool and the Empress in reverse. Okay, let's just go ahead and look and see what this has to tell us. This is reality. We have Talisman, Ace of Coins in reverse, Death, Falling in reverse, Loving all that is. You are my heart's desire. I hate this. I know you could destroy me because I love you so much, and that's why I can't open up. And this is unconditional love. All right. Wow. What the fuck? Mixed messages, huh? So I think that what you think is true. I think what you want to hear you want to hear it because you were looking for somebody to confirm and validate the situation that's in front of you. However, I really feel like the only way you're going to find peace with this person is to end it. In this deck, this death card specifically has death cutting the thread of fate, whatever we want to call it, between these two people. This person doesn't have anything to offer you because they're scared. They're set in that. I know you could destroy me because I love you so much. That's why I can't open up. But you have to hear that. You have to hear that. I can't open up because I know you could destroy me. That means they're not going to. It doesn't matter what you do. They know you don't need to prove yourself to them. It's less to do with you and more to do with them. Let's see if we can get any other messages from them. You're one of the only people that see or know the real me. I take my mask off around you. Okay, let's see what else. I don't feel worthy of you or your love. They don't feel worthy of you or your love because they know what they're doing to you. They know that they love you and they know that they're pushing you away because they have this refusal to open up and allow you in. Don't for a second trick yourself into thinking that if you just keep pushing through, that they're finally going to trust you and want to be with you. That's why they don't want to be with you. They're in a place right now. Could that change 3 to 6 months to 5 years down the road? For sure. But like, we're here now. I wish I could show you the real me. See, here's the thing. In glimpses, I feel like you guys are probably the kind of, you're probably the kind of couple or like connection or whatever, where it's like you see them. They know that you see them. They know they know that you know what's really in them. They know that you see through this mask. That's how you see it. And they wish they could just be vulnerable to that. They wish that they could, but that doesn't mean they're going to be. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Ride or Die just came out. So they know, it's like they know that you would be there. You don't have to do anything to prove your love, your loyalty, none of that. They know, but that's what scares them. They know that you would always be there for them, and that big love is something that they've never felt before, and they don't know how to accept it. That has nothing to do with you. Forgive me. Can you forgive this person for not being able to open up? It pains them. It tears them up that they can't be with you because they know that they love you. But at the end of the day, they are simply not going to open up. That was too many. Some more messages from their person. Okay, way too many. Okay. Being around you is so refreshing. I cried about this. I saw a side of you I didn't like, much less know how to handle. I need a second. I feel like either this is saying like you guys got in a spat and like you showed a side of them that they didn't know how to handle, or they worry that you'll feel that way. But like I said, they're not happy about this. They're so sad. This is one of those situations where it's just like therapy would probably help them to like open up. And what's sadder is like they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves from coming back around you. And realistically, that's shitty. It's selfish is what it is, because they know they're never going to open up to you. They know they're never going to like share themselves with you and commit to you and be with you, but they love you so much that they want to be around your energy, and they'll give you false hope just so that they can get a little taste of who you are. And that's so, I mean, it's almost dirty. I don't think that they see it that way though, which is a part of the problem and probably why you're so confused and you keep hanging on to hope. Okay, you're my peace. Yeah. Like, this person can't function without you in their life. So to the point where I feel like they would do anything and everything to keep you around, which is manipulative. It's like they manipulate you to staying in their life, but they know that realistically they're never going to fully open up to you. Okay. Your kisses take my breath away. Yeah, they even get physical with you. Listen, Don't wait for me. Please go live your life. You deserve that. They're going to hate it, and they're going to mourn it, and they're going to cry, and they're going to be sad, but it's just a sad situation. This is one of those situations where there's no happy ending here in sight. I need help, but I'm scared to ask. This person knows that they're fucked in the head. This person knows that therapy, getting help for their brain and the way that it works and the things that they've been through is the only thing that's gonna, but they're scared. I feel like they're scared not to say, hey, I need help. I don't think it's that they're scared of. I think they're scared of what doors it's going to open when they dive into that part of their brain. This situation is so overwhelming for me. It's easier to just walk away. They can't talk about this with you because it's so overwhelming to know how they feel about you, to know that they can't open up to you. They can't, if you're like wondering why they're not telling you their feelings, it's because how do you look at somebody that you love and say, I love you too, but I know that I'm not going to be with you because I'm fucked up in the head. They hate that. It kills them. They cry about it. All right, I'm going to get just a few more. Look, you're my best friend just fell out. It's possible that you guys act under the ruse that you're best friends. You are their best friend, but I don't feel like they act in a best friend way to you because they're too busy mixing up signals because they know how they feel, but they're not going to say it. I know it's not fair to ask you to wait, so I won't, but I hope you do. They live with this hope that you're going to wait. But yeah, it's like this, they're like a bundle of contradictions, guys. These messages aren't coming out contradicting themselves because this isn't the truth. It's coming out because at some points in their life, they can see themselves getting better and they can see themselves being with you and they hope that you wait for that. But on the other hand, realistically, they know that they're too scared. They're too scared to dive into their own head and really figure out like the root of this trauma. They don't want to relive that. I'm willing to bet this person doesn't even remember half of the shit that they've been through. Like, I'm getting heavy vibes. Okay, this person's been through some shit, and it's not that they're too afraid to walk into an office and be like, I need therapy. That's not it. They could do that easy. They're so scared of like what that means, like what they're gonna have to deal with. I hope we laugh at this in 30 years. They still envision themselves being with you. I need to focus on other parts of my life. I cannot let you distract me. I have a book that I've read on my channel if you want to go read it or listen to it. I think that it's sort of one of those situations. You're too much for me. It's like that. It's I feel like it would be like, and this is a really watered down version of what they're feeling, but it's kind of like having a sunburn and then like running hot water over it. It's like your love to the shadow parts of themselves hurts. Like it's too much. They don't know how to process it. I try to drink you away and it makes things worse. Yes, this person is definitely trying to forget you. Trying to self-medicate, but it's not helping. Okay, I was being a jerk on purpose. This person pushes you away. They push you away on purpose to hurt you so that you will decide to be done with them. Realistically, this person's never ever going to be done with you. They will always come back to you. They will always let you come back to them, but they deep down know that that's wrong. And so they're an asshole to you on purpose, hoping that you will come to your senses and leave them alone. And that kind of takes this whole situation out of their hands. Like I said, they'd rather just walk away. So when things are feeling good and they're feeling like they're losing control over this ability to keep you locked out, they're an asshole, and then they walk away. I feel like right now you're not, what the fuck am I saying? You're not speaking. I didn't realize what we had until it was gone, and now I regret this. They're just a bundle. I was abused as a child by someone I didn't even know. There's what we need therapy for. Okay. I tried to tell you and you weren't hearing me. This isn't love, it's a trauma bond. I feel like this person is with someone else or has been with somebody else. But that wasn't love, and like they know that. Like that it's a trauma bond, or maybe you needed to know that. I don't know. I'm feeling like there's somebody else involved in this situation, and like, it's not love. I don't know if that's them. I feel like it's them telling you. I feel like they are trying to say, like, what you see me have with this other person isn't love. Like, this is a means to satisfy myself and feel like I'm not so lonely in the world, but it's not necessarily love. It's like a trauma bond, either because, you know, they represent in some way the cycle of abuse that this person is used to, or the other person's been through sort of the same thing, so they know how to handle each other. And this, I tried to tell you and you weren't hearing me. This person's tried to tell you all of this. They've tried to warn you. I'm going to get one more, and I think I'm going to close this out. This is sad. It's a sad situation because there's really nothing that can be done. There's no resolution here. Look, I'm so confused. You got that right, bud. Okay. I want to express my love to you physically. Yeah, it's like if this person could lay down with you and express how they feel without words, if you catch my drift, some spicy relations, that would be good for you guys. However, it's also dangerous. It's risky because when the sun comes up, they're still not gonna say that verbally, and they're gonna run away again. But that's like, they don't want to talk to you about all this shit. They don't want to talk to you about all this shit. They just want to express their love to you physically, but they know that they can't. They know that they don't have that level of self-control, or, you know, they know that they can't be that vulnerable with you because, like I said, your love hurts them. It stings them. It's almost like somebody being kept away from the world, like in a dark, dark box, and then pulled out 20 years later. Like, imagine the sensory overload that would be happening to that person. That's what's happening in this connection. It's like, it's sensory overload, but like love overload, and to where it hurts. You know, if you didn't see the light for 20 years, can you imagine how bad the sun would burn your eyes? That's what's happening. Like, this love hurts because they haven't had it. So that's where I'm going to leave this. I don't know. My heart goes out. This is so sad. But it's not in your head on the bright side. The bad side is, you know, there's no resolution here. And I'm really sorry for that. But check it out. You know, if this person gets in therapy, if this person has some sort of breakthrough, fate changes, I think. Or not fate, but the winds of fate. So you never know. Could be just that this is what's needing to happen right now. But, you know, feel free to check out another one soon. In the meantime, I don't know, take care of yourself. And I love you guys. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Group number 4, what do you want to hear versus reality? We have Sad Embrace, the High Priestess in reverse, Knight of Wands, Hidden Beauty, Dance of the Planets. Okay. I can't bear to try again and fail again. I get off on how you keep coming back no matter what. You're so easy to manipulate. We are telepathically connected, and I know it. I have a lot of secrets. All right, hear me out, because I'm not sure if you're dealing with an extreme narcissist or if you're hoping that this person is a narcissist so that you can move on. This is complicated. So let's just go ahead and look and see what reality is. Okay. Dragon's Lair, 7 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands, Eruption of Light, Knowing Without Knowing. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my own actions. You're my wish come true. I'm embarrassed. There's things I don't want you to see or know about me. I'm lost. I'm confused. What the hell is going on? I'm confused on what you want to hear and what reality is. And that's leading me to believe that there's no delusion that you're living under. Because I don't know. This, I can't bear to try again and fail again. And I get off on how I feel like both of your energy is in this first pile. It's like, it's giving me, what's it called when you like pain? A masochist? Like when you want bad to happen to you. It's like you love it. I can tell you that the reality of this situation is not good, but I can't for certain say that you're not fully aware of that and accepting of it. It's like you enjoy playing with fire. It's toxic. I feel like you guys are engaged in a big chess match, and I'm gonna keep going to see if we can get any other information. And there's a lot of passion behind. There's a lot of passion behind this, but it's so toxic. But it seems to me like you're not living under the delusion that it's not. So I can't figure out. Scrap this idea. It didn't work for you guys. I'm just going to see what's happening. Like, what are some messages that you need to hear? I want to vomit. Like, I'm getting the weirdest, like, heavy pits in my stomach. All right. Rescue. Making a choice. I'm going to get messages directly from them. Okay. Because I'm still... Manipulation. I haven't learned my lesson yet. So, y'all, I have good cards and negative cards in this deck. There's only like, I think 2 where I wrote the word manipulation, and they're both out here. So if you are not aware that you're being manipulated, you're being manipulated. Run away. If you are aware, it's like you have this sick need to try and fix them or beat them at their own game. And I feel like you are validating your sickness by telling yourself it's just your desire to beat them at their own game. Okay. So I feel like you watch tarot videos to see... oh, it's just a fly. Okay. Man, that fly ain't scared of nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? This fly is right here. Like, I could kill it. What are you doing, bro? Are you gonna move if I... oh, there it goes. Anyways, I'm trying so hard to forget you and I can't. Okay. I mean, I feel like you know what you're doing. I feel like you're trying to manipulate a manipulator. If that's not true for you, because I feel like this can be like oddly specific, maybe go pick another one, or maybe this wasn't the video for you, because I feel like we're about to get into some weird shit. It's like you're hoping that they can't forget. It's like almost like that you found out that they are manipulating you and you're trying to beat them at their own game, and you are. Listen, oh my God, if you knew it was good for you, you'd leave me alone, and lucky for me, you don't. Bitch. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just playing chess at this point. I mean, go off. You are in the wrong too. They're catching on to you and you're catching on to them, and y'all are just bouncing back and forth, and it's like neither of you are giving up the goose. Is that what they say? I can't be what they say. Giving up the gusset? Give it. Neither of you are letting the other person on. It's like you both know, but you haven't spoken it. So the game is just continuing. Okay, more messages from this person. I can't even look at you right now. You make each other sick, but you're like addicted to it. I'm scared if I let you in, you won't love me anymore. Please let me be clear. This is meant to be read. I'm scared if I tell you we can't play the game anymore. I can't wait to reunite. It's just not time yet. I know if I picked up the phone and called, you'd be there, and that gives me hope. This is disgusting. Okay. I gotta say, I don't know why this is coming out. I can't, like, who are you? Watching my videos, I'm a little scared. Mom, can you come pick me up? I don't like that. I will be 100% honest with you. I don't like this energy. I think you need to move on with your fucking life. If you're the kind of person that's willingly sitting in this, and it's not, I believe, for some, I can't imagine that more than 5 of you are watching this. For some of you, it's like, it's a sickness, it's an addiction, and you actually do have your heart on the line, but you're playing this tough, like, oh no, like, I'm in on it. Like, I'm playing the game. And at some points you are, but I think you're more emotionally invested than you're letting on. If that is your situation, cool, I get you. Trauma. Okay, that's the only thing that would lead to this. However, if you're just this sick person, please go fuck off. I don't want your energy. I'm not sorry. This is fucking weird, and I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, encouragement in reverse. This is sick. This is sick, honey, and you need help. Okay? I feel guilty and ashamed. Well, you should. I'm not... I don't mean that. I'm sorry. You should, to the point of getting help to work out the true issue of why you're behaving this way. I'll put it that way. You shouldn't feel guilty and ashamed of the things that you've been through or your coping mechanisms, but you should realize that there's a problem, okay? I haven't learned my lesson yet. Have I already said that or not? You need to be rescued from this behavior, and it's up to you. Inevitably, this is going to have to be dealt with. Okay, let's say you do need therapy. Let's say it truly is a sickness and an addiction, and it comes from a cycle of abuse. Where's your starting point? Go ahead and fuck off if you're playing a weird game and you're trying to use me, since you came to this video, to help you with that. No, I don't play that. We're not doing that. Fuck off now. If you are truly like stuck in this and you don't know how to get out and you don't know how to change, like if it's become a compulsion for you to act this way towards people, here we go. What's your starting point? Where do you start? I'm not even entertaining anymore with this connection. Somebody defiled your home in some way. I feel like this could be literal. It could be abuse. I don't want to put a trigger warning in here, so I'm not going to get too deep into it because you already know. We have Field of Dreams. You got to get back to who you are. I feel like you've created this version of yourself to survive what you went through, and it's taken a life of its own and become a compulsion. You do need therapy, and I cannot help you with that. I say it with so much love. Please understand that. My heart is going out to you. Like, congratulations on surviving. All right, you created these coping mechanisms to survive the shit that you've been through. But you're grown now, and it's time for you to unwind that so that you can go on living a happy and successful life and not get trapped in these games. You've met with this person your perfect counterpart for that. But understand that you're not experiencing love. You're playing a game. Okay, what else? Yeah, for those of you that are still here and it's a compulsion, like, you don't want to be this way. Therapy is the only thing that's going to help you. Like, you need psychological, clinical help. And understand, I'm not being mean to you. I'm not being nasty to you. I go to therapy. I went through the fucking shit too, okay? Shit. I still have panic attacks. Not daily anymore, but I would say I have a real good one about every 6 months. Look, protecting treasure. That's why you are so vile. You're trying to protect, probably the childhood version of you. But you need a dose of reality. You can't keep going on in life like this because, A, it's taking away the rest of your life. Like, do you really want the person that set up this cycle for you to continue to, like, navigate your life through puppet strings? Because that's what they're doing. Also, you're just spreading that around, and maybe you feel like people deserve it. Especially since you got a hold of this person. Maybe you're feeling like they deserve it. But, I mean, play God if you want. I legitimately don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about you clicked on this for a reason, man. So you do have the strength to come out of this cycle, but you're going to have to want to. You're going to have to understand what you're doing. I think a lot of you don't understand what you're doing. You see this person. So in a sense, you're with this person because of the trauma cycle that's been set up throughout you growing up, but also you see it as an opportunity to get revenge on someone like this, somebody that did this type of shit to you growing up, and you didn't have a voice and you didn't have power back then, and now you've learned how to play the game and you're trying to fuck this person's world up. But I'm here to tell you that you could potentially lose everything. So how much is that game worth to you when it's not even the person that did that to you? Now, I can almost hear you through the screen saying, well, if I ruin this person, then they can't go and do it to the next person. And I can't even argue with that. Like, I see where you're coming from. That's valid. But I can tell you that there's other experiences for you to have that are going to be so much more fulfilling than this. I mean, I want to believe that. Maybe for you, revenge is what you need. But this is gross. I can't help you. I can speak on it and I can look and see what's happening, but I don't have a degree, well, I do, but it's in marketing. It's like, I feel like in order for you to, first of all, you're not going to heal yourself. You're not going to get any better. And you're not a lost cause. I feel like you might be thinking that there's no point with you. You might as well just go and be this like gross person because you think that there's no way that you can overcome the shit that you've been through. I'm here to tell you that you can. I'm living proof of that. And you know, I don't even talk about the shit that I've been through. If somebody is watching this and hearing this message and like you want to talk to somebody, DM me on Instagram or email me, okay? Again, I can't help you, right? Understand that. But like, I don't even want to try. Okay, I mean, like, message me just, I don't know what we could talk about just to acknowledge each other. If you want to hear the fact that somebody can go through some real shit and come out on the other side okay. When I tell you I'm in some ways irrevocably fucked up, I mean that, but I've learned to function, and I'm learning not to continue that cycle with other people, and it's hard, and it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of strength, but I don't feel like you're a lost cause. Please don't give up on yourself. Don't throw yourself away like that. You have a whole rest of your life to live, so you have to make the choice of like going through this, because if you keep fucking around with this person, you'll be sacrificing that hope that you have left. It's like I don't think you realize that you're doing this because you feel like if you do this successfully, it gives you the right to throw yourself away and just be this shitty person. I feel like you're at a turning point where you're either going to heal from this and you're going to leave this person alone, or you're not, and you're going to go through the door and you're going to do something that you're not going to be able to forgive yourself for, is what I'm picking up on. Don't just stop. Now, this person, I don't think is going to let you stop. And at this point, I do believe you have a compulsion to act in certain ways. But if you want out of this, and you're going to have to want that, I was in therapy my whole life and it never worked for me until I was a grown woman and decided that I want to go to therapy. If you're to that point, please put any other experiences that you've had with therapy out of sight, out of mind, because they don't mean jack shit. The experiences you had with therapy are not what your experience is going to be. Could take you a therapist or two to get a hold of the right one. But obviously you're spiritual on some level. And if you ask the universe to send you, I had to do it. The first time they sent me one, girl, she went to Liberty University and she voted for Trump, and she touted like it was something to be proud of. So I asked for a godless heathen, and they gave me a Wiccan. Best therapist in my life. Completely, 180 almost. We're going to say like a 150. But please don't throw yourself away and throw yourself into this life of being what your abusers were. You've morphed into that to survive them, but there's no sense in carrying that on when you can live a beautiful and happy and healthy life. So that's all. I'm going to end it there. Again, you can message me. I can't help you. You can tell me what happened, but I'm so bad at stuff like that. Full disclaimer. I'm not going to know what to say when it comes to comforting people. It's sort of like, they're there. That's my own trauma. So I can't have some big heart-to-heart with you about the things you've been through. I will personally close off, but we can acknowledge each other, and I can share my experience. I have sort of, matter of fact, if you want to do that, I talk about my spiritual awakening and some of the shit, but I don't know. If you just want to reach out to me personally, I guess I could talk you through it in a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like this is a lot, and I don't want to like let you down or make things worse, because I know for a fact that you need somebody with a degree in clinical psychiatry and psychological stuff, whatever I'm trying to say. And I don't have that. So any words that I could give you are just going to be like, I'm really sorry for what you went through. You'll be really brave for going to therapy, and duh, you don't need me to tell you that. But if you want to connect on like a person, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I love you from the bottom of my heart. So I guess that's all. I know that was all real awkward, but I feel for you. My heart goes out for you. Just know that you can be better. If we talk, great. I look forward to it. If we don't, I wish you the best. But I mean, hey, if you choose the route to be bad, make sure you're the best at being bad. For legal reasons, that's a joke. But hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you want to do, but I don't even know how to end this. Okay, bye.